You won't believe the first reactions to Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I was shocked to see what a lot of people are saying about it after they watched it. But before we get into the actual reactions, if you didn't know, The Final Reckoning picks up a few months after the events of Dead Reckoning as Ethan Hunt and the IMF team struggle to stop the ruthless assassin Gabriel from gaining control of the world-ending rogue artificial intelligence, the Entity. Yeah. It's a lot. So this movie is being branded as the final movie in the long-running Mission Impossible franchise. So since it's the last one, do you think it's going to deliver in the ways that you would expect? Let's take a look. One user said, wow, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is pure cinema. The latest Mission Impossible will easily go down as the greatest action film of all time. A heart-pounding and jaw-dropping thrill from start to finish. And another user felt the same. The Final Reckoning is the action movie of the summer. Tom Cruise defies all odds with jaw-dropping action built only for IMAX. Every stunt, every set piece, every second is designed to blow your mind. A pulse-pounding thrill ride. But based on other people's reactions, it looks like there are a few things in this movie that are going to bring it down for a lot of people. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is oddly the least action-forward entry in the franchise. It's long, it's plotty, it's repetitive, but when these scenes do actually hit, holy they're incredible. The Final Reckoning is a thrilling, emotional, and satisfying conclusion to one of cinema's greatest sagas. While it does drag in the middle, this leads into a third act more breathtaking and pulse-pounding than you can imagine. The plane sequence is an all-timer. And lastly, The Final Reckoning is surprisingly dialogue-driven and has more dazzling stunts, including a standout mid-film banger. The convoluted espionage plot feels a bit long at nearly 3 hours. However, if you're there to watch Tom Cruise almost die, it delivers. So it looks like the action is gonna be everything that everyone could ever want in a movie like this, but at 3 hours long, that might be a bit too long for most people. Plus all the exposition and calling back to the previous movies in the franchise, that might be a lot for people to handle. Like I said before, this is being branded as the final movie in the franchise, and if that's the case, I don't blame them for going back to the previous movies in the franchise to bring it all together and tie a nice little bow on the story. Now, is this gonna be Tom Cruise's last time as Ethan Hunt? Anything can happen. You know, the last movie, Dead Reckoning, did not do that well in the box office because of it being kind of sandwiched right in between Oppenheimer and Barbie, and you know how well those movies did. So this was kind of brushed off to the side. Not a lot of people went to go see it, so it was kind of looked at as a big loss for Paramount. So if they're looking to bounce back with this one, send this franchise off the way it should be, in the best way, and make a lot of money. But if this movie ends up making $1 billion, or it just does really well and everyone wants more of it, I wouldn't write off this as the last movie in the franchise, because money talks. Tom Cruise will always come back to do more crazy stuff like this. If it's not in this franchise, he'll find another to go do something crazy over there. So even if this does end, even if this is the final mission for Ethan Hunt, this isn't the final mission for Tom Cruise. Now, do these reactions that we just looked at sway you in any way? Are you more excited to see this movie? Are you less excited to see this movie? Let me know in the comments. And if you're looking for a recap of the entire Mission Impossible franchise before you watch The Final Reckoning, I'll be putting out a recap next week on the channel, so make sure you stay tuned. And if you're not subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, because who has time to watch 7 movies before this one comes out? Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.